Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Shauna. Let's get into this. Hi guys. I hope all is well. I just had me a really good dinner, some turkey chops, homemade mashed potatoes, nice little salad, some avocado. I hope y'all ate something good today also. Of course, we are still stuck in the middle of this phase, right? The periodic table, but we are dancing around that particular topic. Every now and again, the Most High will give me something else to discuss and cut into the series, and that is fine by me. Now, there was a series of questions the Most High wanted me to pose, and then I also had questions that I wanted answered. But these questions are to help you identify with you or your bloodline being under spiritual attack, or you having anything placed on you that's unnatural, right? Any type of manipulation. So the Most High wanted me to ask, does your concept of religion and or spirituality start from young? Like, did you grow up in the church, the temple, the mass, the kingdom of hall, whatever it is that you know your family would have worshipped that you had no control over as a child, right? Does that stem from childhood, or is your awareness of religion and or spirituality a concept that came as you've gotten older? Do you teach your children, or have you introduced them to any religion or any type of spirituality? Do you read any sacred texts? Do you understand the sacred text that you're reading? Do you believe the text that you're reading? Do you feel you want to transition, or have you transitioned from one religion or type of spirituality? Sorry for the interruption. This is pre-recorded. Okay. But what was I saying? Okay, so yeah. Do you realize what it is that you need to do? Right? We did this before. We had some questions that the Most High wanted to pose. Now I want to know, do you feel that you are upset with the Creator for anything that's happened, or have you ever been upset with the Creator about anything? And I'm asking that because that's gonna help you gauge where your issues are with jumping in or maintaining or just staying consistent with your quest to seek God, right? Now, I was having a conversation with my friend about rituals, and these were some other concerns and just things that I wanted to put out there to get people thinking. Have you ever found yourself in one part of town and driving all the way across town to another store, and you've maybe passed 10 to 20 stores just to go to this one store in particular? If so, it's possible that your energy has been ciphered in a money ritual. I'm not singling out any particular group. This can be any kind of store. But some cultures and communities are known to do these rituals more than others, right? Now, let's just say you go to this place, you spend something small, like $1, right? The people who have your money have used that very dollar to do a money ritual. Now your currency is intertwined with that. right? So this is why you have to be aware of where and how you spend your money, your energy. That's your current. Okay? That's important. Especially now with people having to pick a side. We had this discussion. If you are manipulating energies, it's not good. Your job is to pray and allow the Creator to do what it is that He does. When you start doing rituals, even for money, peace and protection is something different. You know, we had the discussion about the altars needing to be removed, about, you know, burying certain things and things like that, cleaning off the pictures and putting them away, like we talked about that. If you do cards, if you do coffee beans, or you're scribing, whatever it is, that's slightly different, right? It's slightly different, but the altars need to go. Saying that again, okay? Because those energies that you're calling on are already coming, and when you manipulate, what happens is you create bad karma for yourself on the back end. You may not get it. Maybe your children, maybe your great-grandchildren, maybe your great-great, you understand? Maybe those who were supposed to come back and re-cleanse their spirit and reconstruct their spirit have to now go back down to D1 and D2 because the magic or these rituals that you're doing is causing bad karma for the bloodline, even if it is just money. That's one scenario. Have you found yourself getting around certain people or in certain environments, and you find the things that you do, like if you smoke or if you drink or if you eat or if you shop, whatever, being exaggerated and amplified? You may have had a spirit of glutton or neglect sent towards you or placed on your bloodline. Okay? Because it's one thing to associate something, and of course, entertainment, you know, when you're entertaining, you're entertaining. Maybe 2 or 3 extra, whatever. But when you find heavy emphasis on amplifications, that is a telltale sign that a spirit of glutton or greed has been sent to you, towards you. Has your energy just been depleted? Like you don't feel like doing nothing that you usually do, like nothing. Or you're sad. Your energy is no longer fine-tuned how it usually is. Your frequency, your vibration has decreased dramatically, and you don't know why. That is a telltale sign that a spirit of depression or fear or neglect is around you. These spirits don't have to always be sent to you, by the way. These can just be spirits that are in the bloodline because it wasn't handled. Some habit or behavior had gotten picked up and it had mutated and metamorphed itself into a whole spirit, and it's a trait that's now being passed through the bloodline. Doesn't have to be witchcraft or voodoo placed on the bloodline per se. Or perhaps you've gone into an environment where these types of spirit dwell, and then you just so happen to be the one to soak that particular energy up. I know you fucking lying. Yo, what's your problem? Oh, you ain't pay your rent. And it is your job to make sure that these energies are balanced out. Especially if you are aware. Now, for the black sheeps and the cycle breakers, 9 times out of 10, if you're a black sheep, you are a cycle breaker. There's like a fierce amount of cycles that need to be broken, and you're gonna break majority of them, if not all. The cycle breaker doesn't necessarily have to be the black sheep, because the cycle breaker could just be the love child that's born, and now this energy has raised the vibration of both bloodlines, right? You don't have to necessarily be the one that's been isolated and dogged out. Okay, but usually the black sheep is a cycle breaker, a major cycle breaker for multiple bloodlines. Because remember, there is a hierarchy on both sides. Our mother has a mother and a father, and our father has a mother and a father. So that's 4 bloodlines that you are connected to. This is why I try to warn people on the behaviors. You are connected to so much more than you realize. Right? Now, if you identify yourself as a black sheep or a cycle breaker or a chosen one or the anointed one in the family or the group, you need to prepare to fast, increase your prayer schedule, like updated, and spend a little more time with the Creator. Because these portals that's been open and that's set to open are going to be very enlightening. And you want to make sure that you're making yourself accessible to what's there. Like this information, these are tools that we're going to be able to use. Your skills are going to be upgraded. You might find yourself being a little more in tune with the spirit world. You might be able to hear more, see more, feel more, dream more. We talked about that, where the upgrades are probably going to be a little sporadic, right? But I just wanted to make sure we had this conversation, okay? Because there's a lot of different things going on. And for the last question, how clean are you? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not offending anybody. When I say clean, like, how clean is your house? How clean is your spirit? How clean do you fight, when you're in a position where you have to defend yourself? Are you dirty or are you clean? Do you get dirty? Do you get clean? These are all energies. Your spirit, how do you think? Are you quick to cuss them out? Or are you quick to turn the other cheek? Because these are all energies that's going to lead to different manifestations. And you have to open your mind up to the things that we can't see. Even if you know them to be true, even if you have a good understanding of it, how fine-tuned are you with all of this spiritual aspects and the spiritual components to the moving parts of your life? Like, what does the spiritual aspect at work look like for you? Your family, your finances, like everything about your perspective needs to come from the Creator on down. Okay? But I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. I do hope y'all are taking care of yourselves, drinking y'all water. If you feel you want to talk, reach out to me, okay? Hope y'all are drinking y'all water, eating y'all fruit and y'all vegetables. I'm sorry, I'm having a crazy Sunday. And getting y'all rest and taking care. Love y'all.